Hi, for today's teardown, the Anapulse 500 handheld doppler. So it is a device for measuring the heart rate of a fetus inside the mother and also listening to it. So it is not a very expensive item. It can be found at around 70 euros new. I got this one for €1 because it seems it is not working properly. So as you can see, it is a little handheld box with LCD screen, loudspeaker and a probe. So the probe is ultrasound, but there must be also a microphone. It is to help with locating properly the probe at the nearest possible point of the fetus on the mother's belly. And then apparently it it senses the heart rate with ultrasounds and it computes them and displays them. So it seems it is not working. First, if I just press a little bit the power button, it will make a click noise, but it will actually not power on. If I press a little bit longer, it will power on. You can see we have a very nice blue backlight. Apparently it is sold with different probes. This one is the most common one, 3 MHz probe. You can have real-time or average measuring modes, and it does nothing else except amplifying a little bit the noise, but I did try on myself and really it does not detect any heartbeat. So probably the probe is defective. You can just hear a little bit of background noise in the speaker and nothing else. So it is a perfect teardown item. First, this probe is connected with some kind of mini USB plug, but it is probably not USB. On the back you have quite comprehensive information sticker. Well, it is laser engraved, it seems, on the plastic, or silk screen printed. Like most of medical equipment, you have regulatory information. In the user manual they say this device have a shelf life of 5 years and should be replaced after 5 years. Not sure why. It seems it is not very old, maybe from 2015. So I will first undo the batteries. So I will start with opening this device. It will be pretty quick, and then I will try to open the probe, which will be probably more difficult because it is completely sealed, or at least welded. But here we just have 6 very cheap self-taper screws, and this box is really light, so I believe there is not much inside. In fact, I did already check, so I already know what there is inside, but you will discover. So here we are, cover with loudspeaker that disconnects properly, and we just have a little LCD that can be removed like so. Custom LCD, obviously. Nice backlight here on the top. And as you can see, the circuit board is quite well made, but really there is not much on it. Yes, we have a date code here of 2015. So we have what is probably one main microcontroller here. I will try to F0411 does not tell what it is. jack here for headphones, and for the electronics here are the contacts from the battery, some power supply conversion stuff probably, fuse here, and just a few ICs. This one here, and probably front end here coming from the probe. What seems to be 5 similar stages with LM358 op amps. I guess they are op amps, as you can see, just surface mount resistors and capacitors. A few more power transistors here probably for the power supply needs. So if there is really ultrasound transducer in this, yes, probably you need to generate some kind of high voltage, but maybe not in here, because I can see all the capacitors are rated 10 volts. So it is probably not made in here. And I know already there is nothing at all on the other side of the PCB, so it is not even worth the time removing it. Okay, now I will try to crack open the probe. So this probe, apparently we have one front piece here and two main pieces here, and everything is welded. So I will try to work the gap loose with a knife. So this front part was actually easier than expected. We can see some kind of piezoelectric ultrasonic components. 4 wires going to them, and I guess we have 2 half circles, so probably one transmitter and one receiver. But they are glued to the front piece, and they are just some kind of ceramic discs with silver coating on them. Well, probably not ceramics, probably some kind of special material to generate the ultrasounds. But as you can see, they are completely glued to the front, so I will not try further to remove them. But in here we have, interestingly enough, what seems to be a PCB and some copper foil shielding. So let's try to open this part. Here we are on not a single drop of blood, but one loose wire here. So we obviously have a very well shaded PCB. As you can see, some glue always need a glue even in the medical equipment. Strain relief here for the wire. I think the easier way to do is just to cut here the plastic. Anyway, this thing will not go together again. Oh. And we add a connector here. Okay, so I am curious to see what we have inside this copper foil. By the way, it is glued again, very well glued even, so maybe the easier way will be to cut on the edge here and unwrap it. Here we are. So your guess is as good as mine. Excuse me. Apparently I can see a 3 MHz oscillator here. Some TI chip here. Oops. 45P2ZM, it seems, and just a few passive components. The probe can be disconnected. The probe wires can be disconnected at this level. And now with the foil open, I should be able to remove completely this PCB. In fact, yes. We have more stuff on the back, but here the IC numbers are just not easy at all to read. On this one I see nothing, and on this one very difficult also. One little total lamp cap and a few little resistors and capacitors. So this seems to be a completely analog thing. Well, I don't know in fact, but quite and interestingly enough, I don't know if you did notice, but I do not see any microphone, but there is obviously audio output on the device. So it is interesting, and in particular considering the little amount of parts were in this. So probably the little microcontroller thing does everything in the processing to process the signal from the probe and reconstitute maybe some audio output, but as it is not working, I cannot go any further in the test, sadly enough, but I can recycle some copper foil. And as you can see, yes, they were pretty generous with hot glue in here to hold it in place. And this wire, we have 6 or 7 wires with one extra ground. Pretty good strain relief here, and some kind of micro USB-ish plug. Okay, so it is the end for this device. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.